Hey my loves, it's your girl Mwii and I am back with another video for you guys. In this one I am getting ready for work and I go on a tangent rant about different things, like talking about being a last born, talking about makeup artistry and like me as a person, being an empathetic person, just a whole bunch of. So for this one, you probably have to grab a snack, grab a little wine, you know, grab a cup of tea, I don't know, whatever your choice. Have some water. Have you had your water today? Drink that water. But yeah, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, keep on watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. So first up, I'm going to do my brows and moisturize my lips with my baseline. Okay, so I didn't think I was actually going to do a chit chat for this video, but there's something on my mind and yeah, I want to talk about it. And the primer I'm putting on right now is the Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer, and I've talked about it in my previous video, but yeah, I really like it. But yeah, what's on my mind? I'm kind of going through something that's, I don't even know where to start because I can't give too much information, but long story short, I have a very okay, no, that's not the direction I'll take this. Let me backtrack, think about what I'm actually going to say. So what I'm going to talk about is dealing with being the youngest, like one of the youngest siblings, and basically all the BS younger siblings have to go through, and like, why do we have to go through it, or why is it a thing, you know? So I have a pretty decent sized family, like we're 5 of us all together, 3 boys, 2 girls, and age gaps are pretty mixed around. So I'm one of the youngest, I'm the 4th, and my little brother is the 5th. So, and he came about when I was 6, so for 6 years of my life I was the last born, and I had last born privileges, obviously, and life was sweet. And then I became an older sister and life got even sweeter, but I still end up finding myself falling under the last born or younger sibling syndrome or stereotype, whatever, I don't know what to really call it. But basically this is where everyone thinks they have a right to say anything they can to the younger sibling, all in the name of they are the younger sibling, you know? And I get that, I respect that. Like, obviously they've lived longer than I have, but we all won't experience life the same way, and I'm clearly not experiencing life the same way as my, let's say, my older siblings, because one, they're older and they don't have as many older siblings as I have as many older siblings. Like, I have 3 older siblings. My older brother only has 2 older siblings. My sister only has 1 older sibling. So, and my younger brother has 4 older siblings. So where am I going with this, and like, what am I trying to say? So basically, if you're a younger sibling, you can totally relate to this, but just being one of the last people to kind of know information, or if you're the first and you end up like making it known to your other siblings, it's kind of like a thing, like, oh, but why does she know, and like, why didn't you tell me, or how come she doesn't know, or something. Like, there's just always something. And like, I've come to the point, especially being in my 20s and after uni, and just after some of the things that I've gone through in life, it just kind of upsets me that no one's actually taking the time to know me as an individual, and instead of just seeing me as a younger sibling. Because like, obviously they saw me grow up, they've seen me from the time I was born to present times, but like in the last 5 years I've lived outside and away from home, and I've grown up so much. And I went back home this past Christmas, and when I was home, when I tell you, yeah, I spent time with my siblings, and I know everyone had their own thing, but I didn't really, like, I didn't feel like they got to see the woman I'm growing up into. Like, I was still seen as baby sister, you know, and I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm a person, I've been through some things, I know things. Like, the fact that I have a whole degree now should at least give me some credit for my opinion to be heard, or like, even for me to be taken seriously. Because like, even like, you'd expect my family to be my biggest YouTube supporters, but like, when I tell you, I low-key have to beg for views and that just breaks my heart, because like, these are people who on a daily basis are telling me how they have my back and everything, but like, why are my views still so low? Like, I share the content, they have me on socials, some of them have me on like all my socials, some of them don't, which I understand, but almost all my family has me on WhatsApp, and I do share my videos on my WhatsApp, and they do view the status showing the link to the video, but go to the video, watch, there only be like 2-3 views, and it's like, and like, yeah, I know YouTube algorithm messes up sometimes, but this is way too many a time for it to be a coincidence type thing. It's just like, nah, you guys don't support something that is important to me, something that I'm trying to make. And like, I get it, I'm not trying, like, I'm not doing the traditional, like, yeah, I went to uni and everything, but I'm currently not using my degree, and like, I'm not planning on using it either, like, not entirely. Like, right now I'm just focused on makeup, and like, focused on my makeup and YouTube, and like, trying to create content, and like, better building a brand. And I don't know if they don't know or they don't see that I'm serious, but the fact that I don't like have support or like advice, and like, I get it, maybe it's not their lane and they don't know much about it, that's why they aren't saying anything, but even if they can still try and ask and find out, like, oh, so like, what is it exactly that you do in YouTube, so like, what goes on and everything. No one's no one's interested in that. And like, it's putting me to the point where it's like putting me off to actually even try to communicate with certain people, like not just in my family but even like some friends as well, people who aren't really resonating with me. Or like, even like, I'm so tired of short-handed conversations, like the basic hi, how are you doing, how's everything going. Those are basic ass questions, and like, if there's no life in the conversation can end so quickly for me, and I'm signed out. And I'm not the type, like, if I didn't contact you first, then there's most likely a chance there's, not saying that there's nothing I want from you, but there's nothing that I don't necessarily need from you at that particular moment in time. So for you to message me first and then you want me to put all the hard work and energy into the conversation, no, it just can't fly. It just can't fly. Yeah, and like, I've just come to the conclusion I just need to watch my energy and like who I put my energy into, because I'm an empathetic person, so I catch people's emotions and feelings so quickly and so easily. So if someone is pissed, I kid you not, I'll also be pissed. Like, if it's something that I also find ridiculous, I'll also end up catching an attitude soon after. And I love that about myself because I'm able to understand people because of that, but I hate that about myself too because it makes my emotions erratic sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll just be chilling, like just chilling on, I'll say, a baseline of 7, like just chilling, and then I see someone post something, or my friend will send me a message of how some boy he's talking to is acting a fool, or like just something will pop up and my mood will just switch completely, which I hate because I was just chilling on a 7 and I like chilling on a 7, but now I'm turned on 100. Like, why did I switch from 0 to 100 so quick? So I'm really working on just protecting my energy, really minding my own. And like, even with social media, like I spend time on social media, but not the way I used to in the beginning. So like 2014, 2015, if you found me on Instagram, I'm literally going through everyone's single post, like every single post, to the point where I would actually reach the point where Instagram will tell you that's all the feed for the day or whatever. But obviously, I guess with the algorithm change, you can't do that as often today. But even in spite of that, I'll probably spend max 15 minutes looking on Instagram, and that's like mostly consistently of going through messages and then like watching maybe 6 people's stories and like going through maybe 3 story films or feed, and that's it. Because like, even being on Instagram too much, if you're not like fully guarded and like you don't really know where you're at as a person, and if you haven't like accepted where you're at as a person, it's so easy to go on Instagram and see people traveling all the time, or like people getting sponsored in the case of like YouTube case scenario, or like a makeup brand collabing with like a makeup artist or something like that. Like, seeing things like that, those are some of my goals for sure, but I'm just getting started. And if I wasn't someone who knew my potential and knew how hard I was putting in work right now, and like how much faith I have in God, in my purpose, and like where I'm trying to go and where I'm trying to be at. If I didn't have all of that, it would have been so easy for me to go on Instagram and just be caught up in other people's lives and end up looking down on my life, when if I look at my life has been pretty freaking awesome. So I really have nothing to complain about. Like, I have nothing to be sad about. I have nothing to be like, oh, I wish I was traveling. Like, are you kidding me? My family lived in South Korea for 4 years. Like, what more? Like, people are literally like, and I think about it and I'm like, these people are just going on one-off trips, like one-time trips. Like, they'll probably never go back to this place again. I actually lived in South Korea for 4 years. Every year I was in South Korea for 4 consecutive years. I was in South Korea, always going back. And like, back then, I wasn't like traveling, and like social media was just getting started, but it was very different from what it is today. So even if I did post my South Korea pictures and all that stuff, it wasn't as popping as if I had those pictures and posted them today, because today everyone's all about the traveling wave. So I think about things like that. So like, I look on Instagram and I'm just so unfazed, because I'm just like, shit, I've already done so much, or so much has happened to me in the 23 years of my life. Like, what more when I reach 26? Because like, yo, by the time I'm 26, you guys, you watch this space 3 years from now. We shall even reference this video. Like, 3 years from now will be hot Mwii. Like, I still got you guys. We'll still be here. We'll still be fam. But yeah, no. So like, just need to watch yourself, protect your energy, and like, I'm also trying to discover myself again. Like, getting to really figure out like, what do I actually like, you know, like, what do I actually like to do? Where do I actually like to go? What do I actually like to eat? You know, because like, most times you find yourself eating for convenience sake, like ordering out because nobody cooked and you're hungry. Do you buy for groceries and stuff like that? Just really like, what do I like? What clothes do I like? Like, do I really like these type of pants, or do I like it because it's currently trending, you know? Okay, so I'm using the Mystic Petals palette again today. I think I'll use the pinkier shades today. I think that's what we will go for today. Let's see how this will pay off on my eyes. Yeah, so I'm just here growing and glowing, one day at a time. Like, finally found a job where I like it, the people like me, and the job is actually going great, you know? I actually, you know what? I have something coming up. So like, obviously I've talked about how I'm trying to become a certified makeup artist, and I actually don't just want to be a makeup artist. Like, I actually want to be like certified and qualified in quite a bit of beauty related stuff. So I've been looking into it, and I actually want to take a lash technique course, lash training course. And there's this one girl who I follow on Instagram, and she tagged, first of all, she always has these amazing lashes, and she tagged who her lash lady was, and her lash lady actually and she's in Toronto. So yeah, her lash lady does master classes pretty much every other month. And yeah, I was in contact with her the other day, and she's having her next classes are gonna be in December. So hopefully, push comes to shove, your girl will take that course. I don't know if I'll be able to vlog it. I probably won't, but I will talk about my experience. And then after that, your girl will be a lash tech. And why I want to take this course really is because, one, being a lash tech is a good business and good income, and two, I just want to be able to like do everything to my clients, you know, because one of the goals is to have my own like beauty parlor. That's like one of my big goals. So I want to be able to be like a one-stop shop. So like you can get a facial there, you can get your lashes done, you can get a wax, you can get your makeup done, you can get your brows done, like you can get your hair did. Like I want all those different sections. And also like the way I kind of want to see, like the way I envision it is kind of like it'll be my place, but I'll also like rent out booths to other artists and beauticians so that they can like have a space to do their work. Because like obviously rent in Toronto, first of all, is that rent in Toronto is just that. And yeah, like it's just, I think it's a feasible dream. Like I don't think it's something that's too shabby. So I'm gonna put this with my finger and I'm just gonna pack it on my lid. Yeah, this looks pretty. But yeah, so like once your girl is certified, and like why I'm doing the lash course first as well is because it's cheaper than makeup school. Like that's really just, it is what it is. It's cheaper than makeup school. And like if it was the other way around, I'll probably have done makeup school first, but the lash course is cheaper, so we might as well. So this is a very soft eye. I'm just gonna go over top with this pink one. Yeah. This is the one I used in the corner yesterday. I mean in the other video. I recorded it yesterday, but it's not like they're uploaded in a yesterday fashion. I like like how it just like stains. Very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put lashes off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I dusted off the baking powder and put on some lashes. And the highlight palette that I'm using is the Born to Glow palette. Looks like this, nice and pretty. And I'm gonna go into the pinky shades because we have pink hair and we have pinky eyes. Oh, actually, I think I want to use blush today. I think. No, actually, no. 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 Yes. Yes, no. No, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll use the pinky shades. Just putting it on the fan brush, collecting, shaking off the excess, and sweeping. I think I mentioned this in another video that I like applying my highlight like this these days because, like, I don't know, it just beats the side sweep, but I go over with the side sweep still, but like circular motions, get it in there. The nose. Sweep along the nose as well. Forehead and temples. Underneath the chin, on the chin, and top lip. We're nice and glowy. And then lip. I'm using my Joy Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Velour because it's a nice glossy purple. It just looks cute. Put my hair. Or I think I kind of don't want to do Velour because it kind of reminds me of the previous look I just did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it off with my beauty blender. I'm going to wipe the rest off my hoodie. I guess I'll have no lip stuff. For now, I'll put lip stuff at work, but yeah. So I'll just set my face. Let me take off this robe and I'll be back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. It's just a simple beat. Honestly, it's a simple beat. It's not like super glam. It's really just, I did an eye look today, but other than that, I did basically my everyday makeup routine. So if you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to it if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one.